FactsVerse presents. Here's why you should never say 108 to Siri. Before we tell you, help us spread the word about FactsVerse by clicking that like button, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. If you have an iPhone or an Apple product, you know who Siri is. She's a virtual personal assistant on your device. She listens to your commands and follows them so that you don't need to type the word. And not only does Siri listen to you, but she also talks back. The programmers who created Siri also put a bit of humor into their creation. They created plenty of amusing responses, and she's also quite literal at times. If you tell Siri, "Siri, you need to do a better job of understanding me," she will answer, "Noted." If you tell her to make a note of that, she will say, "Here's your note. Note of that." Speaking of Siri being literal, here's another one. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Well, Siri answers, well, since a woodchuck is really a groundhog, the correct question would be how many pounds in a groundhog's mound when a groundhog pounds hog mounds. But not only is Siri very literal, she can also be quite funny. Now, if you were to say 108 to your Siri assistant, the response you receive is far from funny. Here's why you should never say 108 to Siri. It all started when a post started circulating on social media. At first, the post seemed innocent. A Twitter user named iPod King Carter created a post that read, "All iPhone users, say 108 to Siri. Thank me later." And then another Twitter user, Trey, he created a post that read, "If you got an iPhone, say 108 to Siri. You're welcome." Well, if these people were telling others to say 108 to Siri, how bad could it be, right? When Siri was designed, she was meant to enhance the iPhone experience. She can make calls, including calls to emergency services. Well, in India, 108, that's the same thing as 911 in the United States. When you say 108 to Siri, it'll help you to connect to your local service. When the police caught wind of this prank, they began asking people not to fall for it. And the same thing has been happening when people are telling others to say 112 to Siri. In Europe, 112 is their emergency number. When a sheriff heard about these pranks, they created a Twitter post that read, "911 asks you not to fall for the prank of asking Siri to call 112, Europe's version of 911. Your phone will call 911, that's no joke." Well, when people start listening to these Twitter posts, or if they hear about what happens and they want to see if it's true, it can put additional strain on emergency services which are already overwhelmed. If there's a person who truly needs help, they might not get the help they need because so many people are saying 108 or 112 to Siri thinking it's something funny. This is not the only problem with testing the theory either. If you intentionally call emergency services and there is no emergency, that's a federal offense. You could end up being forced to pay a fine, and you could even serve jail time. If you really do need emergency services, you can say 911 or 999 to Siri. You can also ask her to dial emergency services. She will then give you a 5-second countdown to give you a chance to cancel the call. If you don't, she will contact emergency services. Unless you really need help, though, don't ask Siri for help. There are plenty of fun things and helpful things that you can do with Siri. Or rather than falling for emergency service pranks, try asking Siri to sing you a song. She actually will sing you a song. You can also ask her about any question that you can think of. She'll answer you to the best of her knowledge. The sillier the question, the sillier the answer. For your own good and for the good of the emergency phone operators and emergency responders, make sure you don't fall for these Twitter pranks. The last thing you want is to be arrested for doing something you didn't even understand. Before you ask Siri a question, be careful what you ask. Subscribe for more.